Hello guys and welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to be talking about warp perceptions, and this is a huge thing within any business, and I promise you that when you realize this you're gonna have a bad feeling in your mouth or in your stomach, because that's usually how it goes when you find out you're really not doing what you think that you're doing. And that's what I'm gonna reveal in this video, or try to at least. And yeah, if you don't know me, I'm Christian. I built my own company with my business partner Miguel, and our goal is to completely automate client acquisition for every coach out there. I might shoot high, but aim for the sky, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna. The topic in this video is something that has been really crucial to my own development and also my business partner. And this is something that we have struggled with, and we have been on a low point for this, and we have been on a high point when we fixed this. Not really when we had it, because when we fixed this, shit started to move. So let me give you a little bit of backstory on how it worked for us and the stages that we went through. So when we started out, we were really lazy. Like, we didn't do shit. Like, it was 7 months of doing nothing. That was when we started this out. We didn't really have any discipline, any self-control. We didn't have any drive. Although we did, we were just not good enough at using it. And it's good. We learned a lot from that. Know that we cannot go back to that stage, and we learned a lot. Then what happened is that we actually developed our discipline. We said, okay, we need to do this. We brought ourselves in a really uncomfortable position. So we needed to start doing shit, and that built our discipline and actually our control, so we could get the work done. Now, the problem here, we stayed in this period for a long time, actually, where we were doing the work, or at least we thought we were, but we were progressing. It's not that, it actually went pretty good, and we went to like 20, 30, 50K in that time. But the thing is, it's just we could have gone so much further. And we work 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, and a little bit on the Sundays. But we tried to take Sundays off to actually be more prepared for the rest of the week, which is a good thing. But we did also work Sunday. Now, what I'm trying to say with this is that we said that we worked 12 hours a day when we probably only worked 4 on actual things that moved the needle. And within those 4 hours, it was only like 20% focus, meaning that what was really moving our business, we we're doing that 1 hour a day. And that's, yeah. When we realized this, we saw like, holy shit, we're fucking up bad. And if we continue down this, it's going to be a long, painful road. If we spend our time on doing shit that's not going to move the needle or move the needle in the future for our business, it's completely irrelevant and useless. We did stupid stuff. I mean, we spent time on stupid stuff. We went to the gym for longer when it was unnecessary. We went and shopped 2 to 3 times a day when it wasn't necessary. We both cooked food. We had just like bought an apartment, right? And we live in this. It's a good apartment. It's the new place. It's a nice place. When we moved in, right? But we spent so much time on, oh, what furniture are we gonna get? Oh, what are we gonna get? It's the old apartment. This is a new one, and we changed it a bit. But like, oh, what are we gonna get? The furniture? Oh, do we need a couch? Don't we need a couch? We spent so much time on things that was completely irrelevant. And I was like, okay, how can we get into the best working position? Okay, our recording booth is gonna be over there. Our like big table at work is over there, and our kitchen is right there, and we can eat here. And we just spent like days just thinking about, oh shit, what are we gonna do? And what we also did is that we went to buy a car. Good and bad decision. We could have gone for well, it is pretty cheap, the one that we bought. That's actually a bad point because we're leasing it. But we already had one, but we sold that because we didn't like it and one new one. It was completely stupid and irrational. And we look back at it and saying, oh, we're pretty stupid. Don't get me wrong. I like that we got a new car. You have to be a little bit, when you look at this, obviously not everything is a bad decision. But what essentially was the bad things that we just ended up spending a lot of time on something that didn't move the needle. And this is pretty easy to see, because these are things that you spend a lot of time on, a lot of thought power, but you don't. I mean, that takes thought power away from what actually moves the needle in your business. And these are easy examples because they are directly not moving your business. Now, the thing is that these are easier to spot easy to see. I'm sure if I'm mentioning these right now, you can see, oh, should I do that? Maybe I do that too. I cook too much. And these are pretty easy to fix. Now, the problem comes when we go into the actual work, right? Let's just say you're sitting down and working at your desk, and what are you doing? You know that to move your business, you have to record some YouTube videos, and you have to send your outreaches. Yet you go in and perfect the funnel. You go in and perfect the script. You go in and, oh, I'm just going to set up a sheet for this today. I'm going to track my economics because I know I do this on the end of every month. I'm just going to do it now. And boom. And you're unfocused too because you're getting distracted. I check my email. Oh, I'll just check if someone answered. No, because then you're getting distracted and you're doing things that's not really helpful for what you're doing, for where you want to go. This is also why having a goal is super, super, super important. If you don't have a goal, you don't have a destination. If you don't know where you're going, you can't take the steps to get there. It's like going for a drive without a destination, and the only place that you will end up is where you started, because you have nowhere else to go. The only place that you know that you can go is where you started. So if you go somewhere without knowing your destination, you'll just return back to where you started. So you see all these people right now, they think I'm just gonna make some money and I'm gonna do all this shit, and they don't really have anything clearly defined, so they just end up back where they're at. And I'm lucky. I spent a lot of time actually working on my goal and finding out who I want to be and where I want to be that guy and how I can become that person. Because I don't look at it as a materialistic thing. I look more as it as a, what do you call, like, a personally. Because when I become that person, then that person will achieve the goal. So the money and all that will come as an effect of me doing, or me changing me and getting better. Not changing me, more evolving me. I'm not really changing it. I am changing, but it doesn't matter. It's relevant. To get back to the point, let's also put this with client examples. And you must understand that your mind plays tricks on you to make you think that you're doing what is right, but you're really not. So what you want to think, we actually had a problem with this when we started out. Really getting some clients in the door. And within 1 month, we got 10 clients in the door, which was pretty nice, right? It was awesome. But when we got those 10 clients, man, they were real small fries. We had a small entry point. Don't do that, or do it, learn why you shouldn't do it, and then think about your prices. The thing is that we wasted a lot of our time and their time too. It was good for us to practice and get shit done because we were not really prepared. It's a shit show for everybody. But also they were not committed. We weren't 100% knowing what we were doing at the time until we got good at it, as we are now. But at the time, we just ended up disappointing a lot of people. And I mean, we didn't even disappoint them because they're not committed. They didn't even do any of the work, and we didn't do any of the work. It was just a bad cycle. And that it's good. Like, we learned a shit ton from that. And I'm grateful that I got that experience to know that I shouldn't do that again. Now, the thing is, it was pretty damn easy to sign these clients to get like a quick money grab. So we continued. Right? We knew that it was bad, but we continued. We got better at what we were doing. But we still just took on the small fries, right? And people who weren't really committed, weren't really willing to go for a long-term partnership, but more like a short-term thing. So what we really did to, we took on a really huge client, a really, really, really big client for us to work with. And it ended up, me and Miguel spent a lot of our time on this guy to really help him build his business, and we actually got a part of his business. Great guy. I've learned so much from him, and I'm grateful that an email I sent one day landed in his inbox. And this guy alone, we're still working with him, and it's going to be an amazing partnership. And I spent a lot of time on that, but I do also spend time on other clients that are not really getting results because they're not doing it, and that affects on me. So you also have to look. You have to look at the priority here. You want to help. I want to help a lot of people, but some people aren't really willing to get help, and I can't do everything for them. I'm not a miracle maker. I'm a business owner. I have a good product that delivers, but you can't always get people from you can always get people products, and I know that around 50% of whoever signs up to my program, or no, it's not the, well, it's actually pretty high for us. I think 80% of whoever signs up actually get results because we have a higher barrier of entry, so they're more committed. But there are some like they pay and they never do shit, and it will always be like that. A little bit of off point here. To get back to the main thing is that what priorities make you do things that you think is important but they're not. I know, and then what happens is that you procrastinate doing what you really should be doing, like this YouTube video. I've been procrastinating this for days, which is bad, means I'm behind and I'm really stupid for doing it. It's not gonna happen again. And I was just doing stuff that was irrelevant, stuff that didn't really move the needle as much as this did, as these YouTube videos will do in the future. And I know that if I continue to procrastinate and do stupid stuff, I'll go back in a hole where I once was, but I don't want to go there. And I've really learned, and even though I've done this a lot, I still get caught a lot by it because it's really hard to control. Not that it's impossible, but you need to see it as a way, or your body is trying to escape the real pain of doing things that's moving the needle, because the thing that you want to do the least is probably the thing that you should be doing. That's also why people buy a product, right? Because they know what they should be doing and they can get it. They just don't want to do it, so they get other people to do it for them. That's why you buy shit. That's the same thing. It's a pretty fun story. Not story, but you see this with a lot of people. I mean, they get their clients great results, but they're not doing it for themselves. I mean, I work with coaches who are really great at this business thing and getting appointments for the people that they work with, but they don't do it for themselves. Because it's easier to help other people and not do it for yourself, because then you're just procrastinating. So you're not really growing, but you feel like you are because you're helping people, but you could be doing more. So your brain makes you think that, oh, I'm doing the right thing when you're doing the wrong thing, or more like you're doing this and not this when you should be doing both. Because you need to still provide for your clients if you have them, of course. But what I'm trying to say is that you need to take a really good look at what it is that you're doing, and then see, is this gonna get me to where I want to go? If yes, continue. If no, drop it. If you're hesitant about saying no, what will happen if you don't do that thing? Like, really, what will happen if you don't do that thing? Most of the time, it's not a lot. And then sometimes you do have things that you need to do. Schedule them in, so you don't do them when you do the actual important work. Schedule your day out. What are you gonna do? Set main objectives. Do these first, then do the other shit. And make sure that always look at the things that you're doing. Always look at what it is that you're doing and what you're going to do. Otherwise, you don't know what's gonna happen, because everything is unpredictable. And we don't like unpredictability in a business, because then you won't get anywhere. So yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say for this video. It's a really big thing. But look at your life right now. Look at what you're doing and saying, I'm not talking about focus here, just the objectives that you're getting done within your business. Where are they getting you? Right? Are you doing the thing right now that can get you the most? If you're watching this YouTube video, you're probably not doing the thing that can get your business to multi-seven figures, or wherever the fuck you want to go. Sorry for my language. You need to really see and look at it from a third eye. Don't look at it from you, but take a third eye perspective. Look at it from above and see, okay, like a game, right? Just look at it and say, damn, okay, if I do that, I'll get there, blah, 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 blah. If you look at it through your eyes, you'll do the same damn thing, because you're biased to do something that's gonna get you to where you don't want to go, right? Never look at anything personally when you're making these kind of decisions. Always take a rational third eye perspective and look at the big picture, right? And then when you've defined your route within the big picture, then niche down, like what's the small tasks I can do every week or every day to make this big thing happen in a year, or in 2 years, or in 5 years, or in 10 years, or however long it may be. So yeah, that's it for this video. hopefully you enjoyed it. I help, maybe you know it, maybe you don't. I help coaches completely automate their client acquisition. If you're a coach or generally anyone struggling with appointment booking, you can check out the link in the description. If there's anything that's relevant to you, check it out. I mean, it is just a sales funnel to get you on a call with probably one of my sales guys. Yeah,